Hey everyone, today's going to be a voiceover video and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do my new and improved go-to makeup look. If you're interested in learning how to do this, stay tuned. As always, all the products will be listed down below, and the first step on the list is to cleanse our skin. So I'm using Garnier's Micellar Water and a cotton pad. Next, I'm going to be taking my Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer from Fenty Beauty and applying this on my cheeks because this is the area where my skin is the most dry, and smoothing that out. Then I'm going to be taking my Evermatte Poreless Primer Perfector by Becca and applying that in my T-zone areas. Then taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water to seal everything in and fanning my face dry. Now we're moving on to brows. Using a tool of your choice, I'm using a spoolie to brush my brows in the direction that they naturally lie. Using Rimmel London's Professional Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Black Brown, I'm just using this to carve out the shape of my brows before going in and filling them in. Once I'm happy with the shape, I just go back in with my spoolie, and this is just me blending out the product so it's not as harsh and it smooths into the skin. Taking a PC52 Peaches and Cream brush and LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Chestnut to carve out my brows. Because this is a natural, everyday go-to kind of makeup look, I try and pick a concealer shade that's closer to my skin tone. I'm not trying to highlight under my brows, I'm just trying to carve them out. I'm not sure where I got this brush from, but it's a large shader brush. I would just recommend using a dense eyeshadow brush, and that will blend out the concealer for you. So as you can see, I'm just going back in with my spoolie, and I did do my other eyebrow off camera. Now taking my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Walnut, I'm just using this to go over some of the dark areas on my cheek, and using the same shader brush that I used to blend out the concealer underneath my eyebrows, I'm using this to blend out the concealer on my cheeks. Now I'm going in with the only foundation that I ever used when I first started doing makeup. It's the MAC Face and Body Foundation in the shade N9. If you're looking for a super lightweight foundation, this is your go-to. It is on the oily side, but if you have the right powder, you can control the oil. If you have the right primer, you can control the oil. I'd highly recommend this if you're looking for a really nice light coverage. It's always going to be my go-to. Going in with the same Peaches and Cream brush that I used earlier to carve out my brows, I've now mixed the LA Pro Wear Concealer in the shade Chestnut and Toffee together to create this shade, and I'm just applying it directly under my eyes and carving out exactly where I want my concealer to sit. Placement is everything, and I think it's an excellent guide to have before you blend out your concealer. I've also placed some of it just below my cheekbones so I can get a nice reverse contour. Using my favorite brush of all time to blend out concealer, this is the Real Techniques 421 brush, also known as a soft accent brush. This brush is ideal for blending out concealers. It really gets in those small areas of your face that you really want to blend out. It's nice and dense and it really does the job, so I'd highly recommend this brush. And don't worry guys, I know you're probably thinking, girl, that's very light. And I did think this when I put it on myself, but with makeup I've learned to just trust the process. So yeah, using the same Peaches and Cream brush, I've just done a thin line down the center of my nose, a small dot at the end of my nose, few lines on my chin and 2 lines on the edges of my nose to create that contoured effect. And I'm just going to use the same brush that I used to blend out the concealer under my eyes to blend out the concealer on my nose and chin. Now taking a Peaches and Cream PC17 brush and the Ben Nye setting powder in the shade Camel to set my concealer. Using an angled contour brush, unfortunately I don't remember where I got this brush from. I think I got it in my college kit, so I don't have the brand, but I would suggest and recommend using an angled contour brush, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mummy. Using a Juvia's Place J125 blender brush, I'm using the same bronzer by Fenty Beauty, and I'm using this to just run the colour on the edges of my nose to give it a slight contour. As you can see with my concealer set and my bronzer applied, guys, everything's coming together, so trust the process. Using the same contour brush that I used earlier to apply my bronzer, I'm using the tip of it to apply Oma Beauty's highlighter in the shade Barbados. Picking up a Peaches and Cream PC47 brush, I'm using the same Oma Beauty highlighter and applying it on my brow bone. Using my favourite mascara from Lancome, it's called Monsieur Big. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I have really faint, small eyelashes, but using this really brings out my bottom lashes and my top lashes, so I'd highly recommend this mascara. Using my favourite lashes from the Coco Honey Cosmetics eyelash line. These are in the style Mist. I'll leave my discount code below. I highly recommend these eyelashes. They're amazing quality and they are amazingly priced. So I love them. Just look at them. I just love them. So I'd highly recommend. And this is the look, nearly done. Just applying one more product. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in Hint Hint. This is my favorite lip balm / lip gloss. Rihanna knew what she was doing with this. It is so hydrating. I have to highly recommend. I feel like I've highly recommended every product in this video, but you guys get the gist. This is the final look. I hope you guys love this look as much as I do. You've been able to learn something from this video. I hope you're able to recreate. I hope you guys stay safe, stay positive, and I hope to see you all very soon.